We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the twin flame collective right now. Happy Pisces new moon. This is where your wildest dreams can become reality. You're thinking it and it's going to happen today. Whatever you're putting out there to manifest is going to come back into your life March 17th. So take care with your thoughts today and with your intentions and what you're putting out there. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for the Divine Feminine first, but this is a really good time to be focused on what it is that you desire in life right now, what it is that you're putting out there, and what you're working on manifesting. This is a time for planting seeds and healing right now. All right, so we're gonna do just a really quick spread. I just did meditation, but I want to get on here and do a really quick reading as well too, just to see what is going on for the twin flames. Right. We have a lot of the same themes that are carrying on. So this Pisces new moon is helping us to close some doors and to let go of the past, which is very needed, as March always brings plot shifts and new beginning vibes. Next chapter of your life vibes. You've let go of a lot through the winter. See what has stayed. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the Divine Feminine, seeing what is going on. If you're the Divine Masculine, take these as messages from your Divine Feminine. I let my ego get in the way. I couldn't let go of my pride, but you saw through me. You knew the truth about me. And this is like the 3D programming in the ego. And this is like, the 3D is the lowest of the low. If you have negative energy, disagreements, it goes into those states. But really, you in your twin flame have seen who you truly are past all of that. Like, not in those lowers. And most of the time we're kind of in our own vibe, we're in the highers, and this is the 5D self. And the 3D is like the old. It could be old patterns, behaviors, challenges, things that both of you are working on and stuff like that. This is ego. It could be beliefs, how you're seeing things. So the amazing thing about this new moon is we're having new perspectives emerge as this moon is touching Uranus right now. And this is helping us to open up and to see a different view of things as well too. So you're getting a lot of downloads, intuition, feelings, psychic nudges, dreams, premonitions coming through, right? When you're being guided on this twin flame journey, pay attention to what is coming through. Healing ego blocks, healing emotional blocks coming up right now. I knew you were right, but couldn't admit it to myself or to you. And so this is Divine Feminine might know when you guys met that this was perfect, but it depends on how it goes. I feel everything has played out as it should, and that you get certain lessons in life. And it just kind of depends on what those lessons are to each person and what each person's soul is getting out of this as well too. You know this person is right for you on so many levels, but it might not have gone that way. It just kind of depends, because we have separation states are in ego, and I can always tell you, and it might just be one flame or it might be both. Like when I was going through it, when my twin flame's like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing. That's ego, right? I'm going to do my thing, you know, nothing to do with you. So this is like pure ego state as well too. Sometimes the egos get in the way, but life has a funny way of not going as you think or as planned. That was like what I was saying on yesterday's video as well too. So sometimes it's like, okay, and you go into these ego states, but you go into these separation spaces, and trust me, you'll feel something is missing, something is off, and you're not fully happy in those states as well too. So there is this ego state coming about for twin flame right now. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. And you're always going to be thinking this with this person, but it depends on also what has happened too. Because if this person has shown you that they're not at a spiritual place to be with you, or they haven't treated you good, or I see a lot of that with twin flames, or they haven't done the healing required to actually level up on this journey, you might have some blocks in the way as well too. But everyone's in a different situation. This is just a different read as well too. But this is Divine Feminine definitely manifesting the masculine, wanting union and wanting another chance or a new beginning with this person as well too. But some of those feminines being guided to work on yourself during this time. This is just a general reading, so take what resonates. I always recommend doing the one-on-one readings, because this is going to help you a lot with your own specific situation, because everyone is different with what's coming up for you during this time. You can do those twin flame readings as often as you need. You just book them on my website. I also do twin flame healing sessions. I have a bunch going on for today as well too, and always trying to get you to do more of the energy healing, because this is what is going to fully heal you for that union and get you into those union frequencies as well too. So make sure you're doing tons of energy healings. I have classes on my site, and I also do twin flame coaching that'll help move you through this twin flame process, as it does bring up a lot of healing. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. And this is about growth, and it can get uncomfortable and even challenging because you're going to have certain views, beliefs, narratives challenged by your twin flame. They might even be polar opposite of you in a lot of ways. Like you have what they lack and vice versa. You have the light to each other's dark as well too. And so this is like they've challenged you to expand, whether to do things differently, to think differently, or even since they came into your life that they've changed you in a lot of different ways where you're no longer going to be the same person from meeting this person. They've kind of burnt your soul in a deep way as well too. It just kind of depends in which way. Okay, so we have a lot of shadow work coming up during this time. This is don't fall back into bad patterns or old patterns right now. Pisces energy in a nutshell. Pisces also deals with addictions. And I know, right? It's always like the sweet sign that, you know, comes into your life and gets you addicted. Jokes aside, right? It's a very strange energy too, but it also deals with illusions and the truth and things like that. So we're being guided not to fall back into old illusions or patterns, especially toxic habits. Now, yes, this could be addictions, but this could be actual just negative habits that you have. Don't fall back into the 3D self. You're meant to see it to heal it. Your twin flame is going to trigger a lot of really, really deep layers of the soul spiritually of how they make you feel. There's going to be a lot of, for some people, you can go through separations, multiple separations. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of shadow work involved. There's a lot of inner child wounding that will come up. They're going to trigger a lot that you didn't even know existed underneath. Now, my favorite is Pisces is helping us to get to that underneath level, which most people are just surface level, but there's some deep-rooted issues underneath. And it's like going down into those issues to clear them, to heal them on some type of level. Eclipse season is going to help us with that too, with showing us what's underneath. So your twin flame is really good as a mirror of showing you what exists underneath as well too. All the stuff that you saw on them, time to work on that in yourself in some type of way. It just kind of depends. Now, because you're so polar opposite, divine feminine, divine masculine, you tend to trigger a lot of different things. There's a lot that actually is coming from your family line wounding and your ancestral line through the twin flame journey as well too. This is pain that you picked up and that you were born with coming into your family line, but it's not yours, but you've taken it on as yours and you feel it's yours, but this is why you have a hard time healing it as well too. We have a huge theme of healing ancestral line baggage, karma, and trauma right now. Okay, there is divine feminine is dying to talk to their masculine. So this could be, you know, right? If there's not a lot of communication, they want to hear your voice. They want to talk to you. They want a phone call. Or if you guys are talking, expect heart-to-heart conversations and to get deep on this at this point in time, because Pisces is about really feeling energy. So there's a lot of deep feelings in this connection that are coming up. There is going to be a reunion. You're always going to come back to each other, even if your paths have split and gone in different directions. I was telling someone this morning that hopefully you will recognize each other and that you'll be at different places in life then and not the same place. And this is what is important, that you're doing that level of work, that you're a completely different person, and I hope in a different place in your life if your paths and when your paths cross again as well too with twin flames. So it's important that you're also divine feminine working on yourself, healing any type of things going on with you or that this person has stirred up or triggered or left you with, right? Keyword left you with, and getting that glow up. And you're going to feel really, really good in your own energy. Your twin flame has given you a gift because you can get in your own energy without all this stuff kind of affecting your energy too. So this is a high level of energy work that's coming up too, to get to that reunion energy. Trusting that there will be a reunion and union. We're going to talk about that today on today's video. We're only talking union vibes, like whether you're in union and you're starting to see like this is a beautiful partnership. It's supposed to make you feel really, really good. And it's just about that feeling and nothing else, that source energy, that energy with both of you at the same time, and that spiritual connection as well too, because it's meant to help you with that spiritual connection. Divine feminine is left unclear and confused on a lot of things. You might not know where you stand with this connection. You are irreplaceable. Know that. And like, if that person was like, oh, I'm going to find someone else, know that. your frequency can never be matched. You can't be replaced. And I think that your twin flame is starting to see that as well too. They're never feeling the same without you. But this is a past life connection. There is a lot of past life karma in the storylines that are connected, and they go into this life as well too, some of the things that have played out. So you've done this before, you know each other, but maybe sometimes you forget that as well too. This is your past life lover. This is your twin flame. No one has a history like you with you, like your twin flame as well too, but sometimes this can be confusing too. So there's a lot of past life energy here. Some of that needs to be cleared. It's safe for you to love. Make sure you're opening your heart so that you can receive the highest energy of all. Your heart chakra is your connection to the spiritual, to source, to your twin flame. Make sure that you're opening up your heart. Sometimes it's like a door we want to swing shut when we're whether having walls, we're not letting love in, right? Of being a little cautious and things like that. And we kind of close up. We're needing to open up and to expand our energy, opening up our heart chakra, do more work if you feel actual pain, palpitations, because twin flame is going to first break your heart on a lot of levels, right? And it's like that glow stick breaking. And you'll notice that about your life. You're going to go through cycles of this, right? And so you're needing to also heal your heart and really open it up as well too. Sometimes you get left in your own energy to do that. Make sure that you are flirting. Make sure you extended your lighthearted energy to others. Make sure that you're staying open for connection. So if you're in a separation and your twin flame has made it clear that they don't want you, you'll probably notice that suddenly divine feminine, you're attracting a lot of masculine attention and energy and things like that. I always see that in any separation that I've done with my twin flame. A lot of guys come at me. I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes this can be confusing as well too. I just feel it's the frequency, and it can be confusing to them as well too, because you're in these twin flame vibes and a lot of people haven't felt that. So it makes you very, very magnetic energetically. Have fun, flirt. If you're single, act single right now. All right, have faith in the universe. This is bigger than both of you at the moment. And this is what is important with your life plan and things like that. And I always think it's cute when people are so in that ego, like, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z with my life, and you go do A, B, C instead. Like, right? The universe has bigger plans for you. It's about activating your soul purpose, your soul mission, and how you can be of service during this time as well too. And the best connections are going to help you to do that, and they're going to support you on your path. So you'll notice a lot of people probably come into your life and they act very supportive and interested in what you're doing and things like that. And as soon as they shift and that they're not interested and they're not helping you in some way, the universe gives them the boot, gets rid of them. No different for twin flame as well too. So the best connections are going to be supportive of you and supportive of your purpose and your mission in some type of way. Just know that. You have made me believe in love again. And this is like staying open to love, fairy tale love, divine union, and of course, twin flame union as well too. I see a lot of people fall off those timelines, and that's okay. It just might not be for them at that time. And this is where divine timing comes in as well too. This will open up within the spiritual, and this is sacred marriage. It is all of the sacred teachings back to Isis and Osiris, Jesus and Mary, and other ascended masters, teaching love between the divine feminine, masculine, twin flame union. It takes us closest to God as well too. So it isn't for everyone at that space. Just kind of depends. Just kind of depends on where you're at. I'm telepathically connecting to you all the time. If there's not a lot of movement in the 3D, or your twin flame hasn't come around, or they're not, we'll say, open or communicating, then they're needing something as well too. But they're communicating with you on the higher, and sometimes this is where they communicate with you more, sending you music, angel numbers, messages. Sometimes you're getting a lot of like these synchronicities. Today is all about the signs and the serendipity too, because it's a beautiful positive alignment, especially for twin flame union. This Pisces new moon is going to have you guys connecting extra, because Pisces is sign of the astral, and we're in this really high energy right now. You'll feel floaty, you'll feel dreamy, you'll feel kind of lighter right now in this new moon energy, but you're also able to connect on the higher spiritual energy level with your twin flame. You're feeling their energy, you're sensing them. A lot of times it depends on how close you were in the physical. You might have already merged into union, and you might feel that on the higher, where you are very together in the higher, that you've already come into that union before separating in the physical, and that you already are merged into that whole soul in the higher as well too. Just kind of depends on where you're at, but expect a lot of messages from them during this time. All right, so we have a few cards, and this is going to represent, there's something, and I say there's a lot of reverse cards that are coming at us, so we know something is off within this connection. So we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and normally you should be right side up, and this is divine union, right? beautiful, but we have the reverse of it as well too. So we have, you might have been divine feminine, a little bit selfish or immature. Maybe this situation made you too bitter, sensitive. It might be affected your low self-esteem, or made you manipulative, or may have been cutting off or blocking your spiritual connection or your intuition. So the solution to this is to really get into that love energy, because this is the opposite, right? When we see something is messed up with the flow, and we have the divine masculine might have been acting immature, being too, I don't want to go there, too hard. It could be cheating, anxious, or depressed. So we have this energy of it, of things are not as they should. You're supposed to be in union, but is there a separation energy? Is there a rift between you? Were there things that played out or didn't go good, or things that came up? And this is just going down to the behaviors as well too. So this is supposed to be about connecting with your intuition, but something has thrown off this union. It's supposed to be king and queen energy, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy, but something has kind of thrown this off. We're going to go a little deeper into that. So we have this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're being guided to shift into that Queen of Pentacles energy. This is being secure, stable, luxury, success, financial independence, enjoying the finer things, homemaker, generosity, business person, and socialite. There's some growing up that you need to do, like spiritual wise, to become more spiritually mature. This might be like working on your job, working on your business. You need to be balanced within yourself before you can come into a full twin flame union. But oftentimes, sometimes you guys have already met your twin flame. They're already around you. You know who they are, and you've gotten a glimpse of this. But you're being guided to find more balance energetically within yourself. You're being guided to heal and improve your energy and your finances during this time. As you heal your energy, you're going to start to flow better and do better with your work stuff and other areas of your life too. So it doesn't matter what your situation is, you're being guided to really work on yourself and your own energy. We all want to just do union, right, on earth. But oftentimes these separations are the deepest space that you are to go within yourself, by yourself, so that you can heal things more fully. And it even could be a painful process as you feel you're missing this person, or they're not with you through this as they should be, and things like that. And you're going into these layers of yourself, really healing your energy right now and working on your sacral chakra will help you. Sometimes you go into these spaces of separation so that you can get rid of the connections that are not serving you, whether it's family members, past lovers, friends, people around you, so that you can cut some of these cords and clear some of these attachments to cleanse your energy to prepare for union, because separation does take you back into union. It's a stage on the way, and many of you guys will do many separations. It just depends on how healed both of you guys are and what more you have to clear. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is your twin flame once again coming through in this reading. They've given up. Maybe they dropped out, right? And I was thinking sometimes people can't come with you anyway, because if they haven't done the work and you can't pass through, depends on how much karma you have left and things like that. So this can come down to situations that they're in or how much work they've done. This is impatient. This is like not seeing the results, change of plans, and lack of growth. This person may have made plans with you and changed them, been flaky. We call it wishy-washy lately, right? But this is them not putting in the work required. So the universe may have them doing some of that work solo, if in separation, just kind of depends. This is their manifestations haven't come through. And it's the money card. So we see a lot of masculine had to focus on money or other things other than you, and they didn't work out. Because union was the path. So when they've been focused on other paths, it might not have gone as expected. They might be waiting around for some money manifestations that just didn't work out. So they're being lazy. They're not putting in the required work to be in union right now. And they seem okay with that. They're probably used to it. Some people have been living like this long before meeting you, I keep saying. Just kind of depends on where they're at, but that is where your masculine's at right now. Got to focus on money, and we'll say manifestations are working on to have a lot more to do with finances than love. All right, we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Let's see where they're at as well, too. If you're the Divine Feminine, take this as messages from your masculine. I couldn't handle your words when you're upset with me. It was too painful. They can't handle the things that you said, pointed out. It could be you've seen too many of their flaws or things that they're insecure about as well, too, that they might have been trying to hide. You might not have understood them fully. They're just fixated on things that were said in the past. They're not moving on. They're stuck on it. We'll say blocked. our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed a break away. And so this is for many different reasons as well too. They might not have wanted love in their life. They might not have been ready. They might not have been ready for the intensity of the energies, as these are purifying and spiritual awakening energies. And a lot of times people, you know, aren't ready for that. They were too overwhelmed by the energies. Could have been your energies, the universal energies, the healing required to do this connection as well too, if they're not used to that. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. So this person might have thought they could move on, but they can't stop thinking about you, or thinking about you worse, right? Or more of it too. They're always thinking of you anyways. So they're connecting a lot to your energy as well too. And this is like, they can't get you out of their mind. They probably thought they could, or they were going to do their own thing, but the universe might be taking them back through some of this stuff too. So it sounds like they're clearing a lot of their own energy around this connection, and maybe focused on some of their own things. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. They have stronger feelings than they've ever let on. They're already in love with you. They know that, but this is what's scaring them as well too. So they know that they have strong feelings for you. They might not know how to handle that. They don't know what to do with them. They might be trying to put them out of sight, out of mind, and they couldn't, but they know that they can't let go of this on some type of level, but they may not know what to do in this situation. So if you feel there's delays or blocks or not a lot of movement, this is why, and they're just that. They're gonna shift. All right, so masculine, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. They're stuck on their family narrative. I always say it's a little old at this age, but you know, we come into that very heavily as children, and sometimes, you know, it's connected with our wounding and things like that, or other dynamics, needing to like let go of that on some type of level. They have serious root chakra issues. They have serious family issues, could still be stuck in old narratives or controlled by the family and things like that if they have controlling parents. There's a strong chemistry here. There's a sense of magnetic attraction here. Know that there's a very strong pull to each other, to past whatever is going on as well too. You deserve love. You're lovable. Masculine needing to open up their heart, to open up to divine love as well too. They're very attracted to you. And you know that there's a very strong attraction and magnetic attraction with this person too. They might have mistaken that as sex, but it's so much more with twin flames, like that pull of it. It's very strong. It's a spiritual connection, but there's been a lot of damage. You're both hurting still from this connection as well too. And they carry a lot of old hurt around relationships. So they've been hurt by this situation. Divine Feminine coming through in the reading, saying sorry for sabotaging things as well too. There might have been some things that have come up with this. Divine Masculine wants to fix the connection, but they're healing their heart and tending to their own heart chakra issues as well too. So this is wanting to heal things, wanting to heal the connection. All right, the timing was off with this, and I love it because Saturn's like the time energy, the karmic energy of things as well too. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. They might have felt that it's too late for this situation, or that it's too hard to heal as well too. This is like, there's a lot of Mars energy that's going to shift the masculine over the next couple of months too, as Mars is very masculine ruled too, where they're going to start to have more motivation to do things. Your doubt, fear, and worry is blocking your intuition. So they have their own doubt, fear, and worry and insecurities that have come up around this connection with their own, you know, thoughts and thinking and things like that. This is just coming down to past relationship stuff for the masculine. The mirroring of what I was being shown got too intense. And this is like, just as the shadow is coming up for the feminine, and that it did for them as well too. It probably got too intense. If we do have pulled back, runner, not a lot of movement, this is why they're trying to integrate what they were shown about themselves. Outside energies and circumstances got in the way. Oftentimes this is the whole thing of it. And you can't blame the outside if people are allowing that as well too. So this is on the masculine side. They have a lot of outside energies. They have people with their hooks into them still, keyword hooks, right? This could be old partners, situations, family members, friends, and things like that that are steering the masculine wrong as well too, because these, you know, people, we'll say people, serve to throw off union as well too. So they're allowing outside energies into things as well too, and it just could be their whole world they built. I was telling myself that earlier, right? Their whole illusionary reality that they're very comfortable in and things like that, but very matrix stuff happening with the masculine. I still have karmic situations that I need to clear on my end. I'm doing the work to get to you. And this is why if there is blocks, they're not able to move forward without clearing some of these things, and they might have resisted. They want to hang on to the old, and you can't do union in that way too. These could have been things that were triggering their divine feminine as well too, of like seeing these things very clearly and then needing to do that higher level of work. So, sometimes maybe the masculine's still in a karmic resonance then and things like that, or has having a hard time letting go of things from the past, or is stuck living in the past as well too. So we have karmic attachments coming up for the masculine. We have this Two of Cups energy though. The universe is trying to bring you together for a new beginning. And this is union. This is spiritual union. This is that twin flame union card coming together as well too. So we do have some improvements. This is supposed to be a divine marriage, a sacred marriage. This is supposed to be the whole deal as well too. But we do have the masculine. This is in reverse. So we have a problem with them trying to shut their feminine out or suppress their feminine. They're disconnecting from abundance when they do that. It's bad for your confidence. It's disharmony. And so we have this in reverse. They're trying to shut off their feminine intuition or shut their feminine out on some type of level. We have the Six of Swords, which is representing a trip or a spiritual journey. It's one of my favorite cards as well too. It's meant to be leaving behind the past, moving on from hard times, overcoming hardships, releasing baggage, but it's travel overseas, and a period of healing. So we have the masculine being guided to heal. If you guys live far apart, like a journey, right? Maybe some of you guys live in other states and countries or whatever it is, or cities. This represents traveling to your twin flame, some type of spiritual journey that you were supposed to go on, or you're supposed to go on as well too. This could represent divine masculine thinking about traveling to their twin flame, or thinking about taking a trip, or maybe you were supposed to, and there's some healing required to do that as well too. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and this is like, you guys might have deep down where you feel like you've failed, a failure in all of this, like in life or with your twin flame situation. This is like you weren't putting the work in required for this situation, and you were kind of lazy about it. This could be focused too much on the material or other people, because this is like cheating energy, but also it's also more like maybe you were focused more on your job or material or other people, and you were taking bad risks with things. There's that money connotation too. Usually when we have King of Pentacles, it's a very successful job energy where you're flowing and you're doing really good financially. This is the reverse of it. This has messed you up in some type of way. And it was just not putting in the required work to come into union in some type of way. So if in union, your focus is too much on the material and on outside stuff and not on the union, and it's messing you up. If you're in a separation, same, your focus was everywhere else but your union, and you weren't putting work into it. Maybe you didn't care. Maybe you just let it go. Maybe you thought it would be easy, but it's now messing you up in areas of your manifesting and money as well too. So we have this reverse flow of things where, it might be cutting off your abundance, trying to tune your divine feminine side out, or messing up your intuition, or maybe you're overthinking, or like have this all on your mind now, where you thought you could easily focus on other things, and suddenly your divine feminine is on your mind all of the time, and you're trying to make sense of what to do and what steps to take next. Follow your divine guidance with this masculine of what to do. All right, I'm going to go on that note anyways. But have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. We have a beautiful new moon. I'll be doing healings today. And of course, tomorrow is 3/11 and it's bringing a nice Venus shift. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But have a beautiful day. If you need me, just book me on my website.